Hi guys, my name is Busala.
My name is Timmy.
So I am stepping in.
My name is Kola.
You drag it a bit too much, can't lie.
Yeah, it's supposed to just be. My name is Carl.
and this is a Sweet Lambert podcast. It's been a while. How's everyone doing?
I'm good. No. Kola would say I'm managing. I'm surviving.
No, I'm actually not surviving now. So
I'm surviving.
I'll get to it on my own updates. But how are you doing?
But how's everyone doing though? How's everyone doing? It's been a minute.
My internship and so many guys and ATL, it's in my DMs,
Yeah, please.
The thing is that
do
I don't
that,
even
please.
talk about men on this podcast. I talk about that outside the podcast. The fact that you brought this here is embarrassing.
Don't
Thank
fucking
you.
kill me.
No, it's been a good week. It's so good to see everyone back smiling. I'm so excited to be here. Thank you guys for having me.
Oh my god. Please, Busola, how was your own week, I beg?
It was okay. I'm fully vaxxed. Pfizer girl.
Pfizer gang.
Surviving.
That's no J and J. No J and J.
No, don't do that here.
Don't
Don't
do
do
that.
that here. I'm fully vaxxed as well. Pfizer gang.
We out here this summer, baby.
Wow, so I'm the only
Yeah.
anti-vaxxer on this pod. Wow.
Yeah, don't bring that up, please. Timmy, how have you been? How you doing?
Who?
You, how you been?
Oh, me? Me? I'm good. We outside this summer. We outside. I just finished, finals for this, how many days? I finished my finals this week. So, I'm happy. I can sleep,
Are you outside?
And we outside. But yeah, that's basically
Yeah.
it. I'm good.
I feel that.
I'm good. I'm great. So
You don't have to ask me now.
I was going to ask you. That's why I was saying so.
No, bro.
Before you even get into that, we can even just give something for Timmy, just.
Congratulations. What the hell is this? Turn that shit off right now.
Congratulations, well done.
Right now. Turn that shit off right now.
Just know you need to open Anchor and you need to edit that out because we don't want that on this episode.
Oh my god.
So-
Oh my god.
Kola, how was your exam? Oh, actually, before we start, sorry guys, I want to say something. Happy belated birthday to you, Busala. We didn't have an episode when your birthday happened, so we never got to say that. But happy birthday. We
Thanks,
love you.
guys.
You're so amazing. You deserve it. Just a hand for her real quick, everybody out there.
I'm blushing. Thanks, guys. Jordan, yeah, hashtag sexy, hashtag amazing. Thanks. Hashtag blessed.
Oh god. Hashtag too many hashtags.
Can't lie.
Kola,
Oh, yeah,
please,
man.
how are you? How are
Oh,
you?
your exam. You're ghosting us, but now you're done.
I'm doing great. I'm doing great. Happy to be done. Please don't ask me how the exam was. Happy to be done though.
I don't like that. I don't like that question. That's the worst question. I don't ask me that.
Please,
Don't
and
say,
please.
how are you? Don't ask me how did the
Just
exam go,
ask me,
bro. What's your
like, I'm-
business?
I'm good, but the exam, I'll tell you in 11 weeks. We'll catch up in 11 weeks. I
No,
mean, that can't lie.
I can't.
That's
Especially when you're done. Yeah, you vex for your parents. Why ask me how the exam was? I've done it.
Bro,
Yeah,
I-
you work after exam.
after
Your
the
friends will not
exam,
ask you.
I sat down in my car for like 15, 20 minutes, bro. I was just reasoning my whole life. I swear.
Wow.
It's not funny.
Do you know the worst thing about an exam that doesn't go well? You sit back and you be thinking about
Please,
the
don't
dumbest.
say
Don't
that.
say it didn't go well, though. It
No, I'm
went
just
well.
saying, not even this, just an exam that you don't feel so amazing about coming out. You sit down and you be reasoning the daftest things. Like, you'll be like, that 10 minutes that I decided to just DM that girl, I could have used that to be studying. That much that I watched the added time, extra 5 minutes, I could have been reading. This train that I took to this exam, if I drove, I could have saved 30 minutes. I could have used to study some more. Yeah, you start thinking so
The
stupid.
Yeah,
worst
no,
thing
this
about
one-
after
this
exam
one I
is when
felt
you
like-
ask me,
I did my best. If I spent another minute studying, I would have lost my mind.
It's
So,
true.
Wherever
And
I
believe
get,
that.
I get.
No,
Yeah,
but
I love the
honestly,
attitude.
Just
the
hoping to
worst thing
pass.
about exams is when your friends are like, after you finish the exam, you come out of the exam hall and they're asking you questions. They now said, oh, that they put this answer.
That's why I have
They
no
said,
work
maybe
friends.
they said 32, you want to go and write giraffe.
Oh,
That's when you know.
I don't
guys,
have friends.
That your friends be like, yeah, like what answer did you get for like number 2? They'll be like, oh yeah, I got like minus 32 or something. Me in my head, I'm like, I got giraffe. Like
The worst
How
is
did you
the
know?
worst is you do it with a quick method. You're like, yeah, that took like 10 seconds. I was just some quick mental math. And they're like, and you just hear someone saying, yeah, like all you need to do is just set it up, use almighty formula, and then blah blah blah. Like almighty formula in this exam?
you didn't
Really?
even know that they used it in the whole exam.
I thought they said that would show up.
Are you Pythagoras?
Woo! Anyway, guys, so because we have been away for a while,
And guys thought we were done, dissolved.
I don't know why you guys would have thought that we literally said we were not. Like, y'all need to chill. But that's not even what I'm about to talk about right now. So we decided to do a quick little Q&A, and we have some questions that people asked us, even though we expected more, but you guys are Raz, and you didn't ask us. So the people that asked us questions, thank you.
And be staying tuned for your giveaway prizes for those that ask questions.
Angela will be giving you away the thing.
Oh, sorry, they didn't leave their name, so we don't know who they are. Sorry, they didn't leave their name. Sorry.
That's how they'll just DM like, hey, so it was I.
That was me.
Where's your proof?
I'm the one. So I'm gonna read out the first question, and it says, "Hey guys, I love your podcast." First of all, this person did not spell podcast the right way. You guys are so funny, and I love the chemistry. Literally feels like I'm having a conversation with friends. So my question is, how do I tell my family and partner I don't want kids?
The first thing I'll say before that is the first thing I'll say is I'm glad that you feel that way, because we're actually not really friends behind the scenes, but I'm glad that you feel that way from
Not this nigga denying us outside. How you gonna deny us
we're colleagues, but we just have the chemistry thing down.
First of all, this question, I'm surprised that you listened to this podcast and thought we were the people to ask.
That's why when I saw it, I was like, are these people trolling? Like, is this a real question?
No, but I feel like the person genuinely wants an answer. So what would you actually tell someone like asking that question? I actually really want to hear from Angela and Carla, because I feel like their takes will send me. So those are the people I want to hear from.
Wait, so who is asking who?
So the question, she was like, how do
Is
I
it a guy
tell-
asking a girl or a girl asking a
I
guy?
feel like this is a girl, because
feel like
she's
it's
saying,
a
how
babe.
do I tell?
No, it's a babe that asked this question, but who should we answer as?
So like, how
How do we
you
want
tell
someone to
my
tell us, or how
partner?
will we tell her?
How does she tell her family / partner
To
she
show
doesn't
her
want
now.
kids?
Yeah.
It should just be
Angela, I'll let you go first.
You let
Yeah,
me
I
go
feel like-
first.
first.
Yeah.
I don't like to discuss women's business, so I don't really have much.
guy.
No, so I mean, I think this year, like by being in 2021, most guys are, at least most reasonable guys, are in headspace where everyone was like, yeah, with your body, or like that's your decision. So I think a lot more guys are receptive to you just literally coming out and saying what the situation is. I think there's nothing wrong with the actual content of saying that. I think it's just a timing thing, because depending on when you meet someone, if they're maybe 26, 27, 28, they're already thinking that kind of level, then at the start of the relationship, it'd be nice
Even
to know that you
22.
it'd be nice to know that you're not on the same page. But if you guys are younger, it probably doesn't necessarily even need to come up that early. But if you're dating someone at an age that's where those conversations are more prevalent and prominent, then just early on, when it starts to seem like it can be something, just saying your thoughts, whether you're open at all or you're not, or just where you stand. Like, there's so many people in the world, so there's no need to be tied down to just one person, and this is a big decision, so you really don't want to, like we've discussed recently, have misalignment later down the line when people have put effort into something. That makes it a lot more difficult to bring this topic up.
I mean,
Okay.
I feel like the bigger issue is with parents because I mean, especially being Nigerian, like Nigerian parents want grandkids and all that. So the bigger issue will be talking to your parents about that. I mean, I like at least for me, I can't tell you how to talk to your parents. Like you know your parents, so
And
you
I
know how
also
that.
believe in training. Oh,
Now go ahead, go ahead.
oh, I
I don't
believe
want
in
to have kids,
training.
so I really I really don't know what to tell you. I'm also looking for advice. I might have asked this question myself.
I've been talking to even some people that I know here that don't necessarily that aren't Nigerian, aren't black, and things have really changed to the extent that even if it's not that people want kids, people don't necessarily want kids the traditional way of carrying a baby for 9 months and going through like all that information is becoming a lot more exposed, so people know the type of pain associated, people know the process, so people are just being outright saying they don't want to have kids, at least even the traditional way, or just don't want kids at all. So I think people are more open to that mindset, the same way we all thought a lot of things in society were taboo, and now people are more open to that. So I think it's a lot easier to have those conversations today than ever before.
I also
Yeah, I
believe in
agree, but
training your
it's a different
parents.
ballgame with older generation. That's all I'm saying.
Oh yeah, so now I'm talking about the partner part because I'm going to assume that your partners are in this whole mindset that everyone is new, getting this
Yeah.
new idea in their heads. But the family part, I'll let you guys handle that because that's a completely different conversation.
Yeah, I believe in training your parents. So you train them gradually, and if they don't want to hear words, you train them by force.
One question:
Mhm.
with or without cane?
Oh my god.
Oh yeah.
Oh my
As
god.
long
Of course you do.
as long as you've graduated, if not, no school fees for you. You take a
If
semester
you've
off.
graduated, then you can. By all means, I actually recommend using cane. It's quicker. But if you're financially dependent, then honestly, it's better to use your words. But like
Use your
honestly,
words.
you know, in conversations when people are discussing kids and like, oh, what they want their kids to be like when they feel like having kids, just drop a cool one on them. Like, oh, I haven't really thought about that. And then graduate to, yeah, I don't think that's for me. And then with time, they start to ease themselves to the idea that, this one's not really interested in that. Maybe they might try and lecture you, but if you stand your ground on the topic, just every now and again, don't get into arguments about it. Just try and, gently put it here and there that, yeah, maybe they should rely on their other children. Don't put your eggs into one basket. You're not going to get any grandchildren from me.
I'm not the man for this.
I'm actually screaming.
Like,
Anyway,
diversify your
What's your
assets.
only child?
that's their business. Did I tell them to have one kid? That's very
Tell
crazy.
them to adopt a
Literally.
grandchild.
They should adopt a grandchild. Like they want one so bad.
Go to make a wish.
If you want a grandchild so bad, go adopt one.
There's so many
Anyway.
foundations where they're doing it. Go and find one.
I feel like, yeah, I mean, you guys gave the answers I would give. I don't really have anything to add. So I'm gonna go to the next question, which is, when is the talking stage you just being taken for idiot? It actually says idiot here.
So
It actually says idiot. I want to take you for
Actually,
idiot.
I have a lot to
So
say about it.
there's stages of it. There's taking for food, taking for idiot, then idiot. That is the farthest of the farthest. This talking stage P, I think we should first define what talking stage is. Caller.
Oh,
Why are you throwing at his ass like that? Why are you
yeah,
throwing at her?
that's my whole brand. I talk past head. I mean, I feel like it kind of depends on the person.
How long have you been talking for us to be in talking stage? The start of talking stage.
Okay, I have to say something about this because there's a lot of shit on Twitter about how talking stages are this, that, the third. I feel like everyone's relationship with someone else is different. And I feel like once you and the person you are dealing with communicate as per what you want. Not, and I think that babes tend to do, which is the problem really, which makes the guy the bad guy in a lot of these situations, is that a lot of babes
Assumptions.
convince themselves that, like, they make assumptions, one, and then because when they like someone, they convince themselves that they want what the other person wants. I'm speaking from experience because I've done this shit. What you want is what you want. If you want to be dealing with someone, yes, you like the person, but you're not ready to be in a committed situation and ready to be fully committed in that situation, do not do it. So your talking stage can be 3 years. It can take 4 years for you to want to be fully committed to someone. It doesn't take away from the fact that you like the person. Doesn't take
4 years.
But that 4 years,
That's an engagement and a marriage.
but then after 4 years, you're married. That's your.
I mean, I also feel like even
4 years talking, your mouth
even when you're just going off what Temi said.
Is this a relationship or a podcast?
Going off what Temi said about convincing yourself you want something that the other person wants, I feel like a lot of people find themselves in the situation where, like they're talking, they go through that talking phase and they feel like it's time to move to the next step. I mean, or at least get some clarity on what's going on. And they bring it up to the other person says, I feel like this is the point where you should packet things and you should head out. I hope people I've dealt with are not listening to this. But when the person brings up that conversation of, I'm trying to get clarity on where we are, and the person outright tells you, or the person tells you, I'm not ready for this, we're just vibing.
Take it there as it goes, vibing, all those numbers.
Flow, stuff like that. And then you convince yourself, there are two sides to this. You convince yourself that, okay, I'm not ready for a relationship. Or at least you say it in that conversation. First of all, you're deceiving yourself. But then, if the person stays, it's going to get to the point where they get frustrated with you. Because I feel like if you're saying it, if for the person to ask that question at that point, you must have made reasonable progress. And if you're still saying that at that point, it's not going to change in the near future. So if you get into a situation where someone asks you, what are we, that type, and they tell you we're vibing, we're going with the flow, in summary, just jackpot.
But you see, my problem is I like going with the flow. So why, has a man ever
I mean, that's why you're on one side now, the guys on the other side.
I grab. So I'm now asking my own question. I'm not what if the nigga is like,
if someone's in the building. Some high value men answer your questions now.
Let's say you're talking to somebody and person is like, what we saying? And you really just genuinely enjoyed the company. And you're not really trying to do too much. I ain't really trying to be with you.
I mean, the thing is, you just have to make that clear. As long as you made it clear.
As long as you make it clear, honestly, it's a communication thing. And also just don't deceive yourself. As long you're not going to be taken for an idiot until you start. The moment you start telling yourself that you want what the other person wants, that's when you're taken for idiots. So yeah, that's the
but just general time frame. I don't think you should be talking to someone for more than a year.
What the hell is talking anyway? Why are you?
I mean, talking.
So I said, when does this piece start? That's my question. When does this start?
I mean, talking is.
One person?
I was going to say my second question is, how many can you be in at once? Yeah.
As many as possible. Surplus.
As many as possible, please. You're young.
Yeah.
How can you put all your eggs in one basket when they don't want to marry? When you're not looking for marriage?
Diversify your assets,
Okay, so if everyone is in multiple talking stages, then it's tough for what you might be thinking is being taken for idiots. It's just someone just weighing up their options because everybody's doing it.
I mean, not everyone is doing it. That's the issue.
Everyone is doing
people it. People have no. I'm telling you for a fact, people have different definitions of talking. So the first stage of this, if at some point you feel like you're talking to someone, you need to understand what that talking stage is. Is there commitment? Is it just because two of you could be on two completely different wavelengths and you think you're fine, but you're deceiving yourself.
So, Kola, you're going out tonight, and I see you. I think you're cute. and I ask for your number, get your number, because I'm confident like that. Do that real quick on the spot, and then we start talking, and I just text you, I just say what's up, and like we just start talking.
We're not talking.
Are we in talking
That's not
stage?
talking, bro.
You
That's
might
not
take me
talking.
on
That's
a
you
date
moving
if
to
I
the-
like
If you do
you.
think that,
Okay, so what's the difference between moving to and talking
would be like
stage? If
you
you've
were
responded,
collecting right
if you've
now.
responded, what's the difference between moving to and talking stage?
talking
the
stage, you
difference
have to
I
be
feel
on
like-
the same. You have to be on the same page. You're feeling the person. The
Yeah.
person's feeling you.
Yeah,
Not that
you're feeling
you're
the
just
person, you've gone
making
out.
advances.
I feel like people confuse dating with being in a talking stage. You can date several people, you can go on different dates, you can hang
That's the
out.
same thing now.
And
But so
then
you can't do
it's
talking
knock
stage
out
with multiple
round.
people.
When
Do you know
like
the
someone,
problem?
you
Do you
knock
know the real
people
problem?
out.
The real problem is that we have too many names for too many things. That's this.
It's
Everybody knows
the
it.
same
There are too many names. If we just decide, okay, bam, this is what we doing, this is what we do. We don't call anything until you are okay. We're committed to ourselves as per serious as per you and I are the only people in this P. Everything else is just you're vibing. Like, I'm so sorry. I just don't get. There's just so many names. I'm not talking to. We're talking. We're guessing with each
dating.
other. We're
Wow.
dating.
Message
There's just so
boom, I
much
did it
going
in.
on. There's so much going on. Like, I mean, dating, you can and you should date multiple people. My own is that y'all are young. Like, y'all should like enjoy yourself. Like, if you're not
Accumulate.
into commitment, if you're not into commitment and you're afraid of commitment, like myself, just vibe. Like, just chill. Like, you can vibe, and then one day you just meet someone that also likes to vibe, and then you guys will vibe, and then just end up marrying each other. That's like my dream ideal situation. This whole boyfriend girlfriend thing looking mad long. Like, y'all are trying. Shout out to Salah. Y'all are trying. Y'all cannot see me there.
Shout out to Angela as well.
What do I do?
Yeah.
Angela, baby,
Angela
love-
said, what did I do?
What do I
Don't worry
do?
about that. When you listen back, you hear what I said.
No, I don't do many talking stages because mainly because I've gotten so busy. My hands are just in so many different things
Can
right
we
now.
meet Angela?
No, I'm serious. I
Yeah.
literally I've told myself that I can't send any message again. If you message me, then maybe we can talk, but no need for us to talk if I'm the one talking.
There are a few
I've-
exceptions to that though.
The only one exception, and that's love of my life. Like I've already said that if I'm married with kids and that babe should take me, I'm out of there. So besides
Bro.
that,
God forbid,
I feel like everyone, and maybe I'm
everyone has that person. Don't whine me. Don't whine me.
everyone has that one person that they can reach so far. I can't lie.
Don't whine me. Everyone has that
I
person.
can't lie. Some people is two people, so those people have to rap.
Ah,
I've already had
you do pass yourself. Bro.
No. There are two people in this life that if they tell me that's the P, so if I now end up with one, like that's why I can't really end up with either of them unless they rack. Whoever racks and wins, let's go. Like there's
Oh, God.
whoever racks
Who
and
said
wins,
they
like
should
you know,
do
but
for
like
my
They should rock.
Whoever does the least
I want to be a
wins.
dancing competition. I want to be a dance competition. Whoever wins the dance competition.
Don't fucking kill me.
What was our favorite songs for that time when we used to do that? There were some songs that they used to ring for all those dancing competitions. You guys
They'll play
remember?
song. That
Yeah.
Yeah, that one.
You know,
And when they play like
Listen,
90
is this
seconds,
the
they'll say,
winner?
"Is this the winner?" And they'll say, "Mr. DJ." Oh,
I hope we answered the question. The answer to the question really is the moment
answer-
when you
Don't talk.
not the answer is the moment you start thinking what you want is what the other person wants and it's not truly what you want. That's when you're being taken for an idiot.
does
You guys have taught me
does
something
finances come
today,
into
though.
play? Oh, this a lot. Sorry.
You
Give
guys
it
have
to
taught me
us.
something today. So you
Huh?
have that one person you can risk it all for. Angela said if he has kids,
I was
and
about
a
to ask you
wife-
because you didn't say anything. Yeah, you didn't say. I was going to ask you what your take was on that
My
because
brother
I think
come on,
everybody
come
has
on,
that.
beat you. Don't ask
That's why
that.
I've been
Don't
quiet.
ask that.
Oh, Bami, don't judge me. Oh, boy, me handicap straight.
Oh, we're still 2.5.
Ah. You said, oh, if that one person, okay,
I'm
let's
serious, guy, like,
have a wife and children.
I don't know what it is, but that baby is. Colin knows more about this, but that,
I would say wife and kids, though. I would say wife and kids.
I'm out of there. I mean, I'll be a reasonable guy and be like, yeah, I can take the kids if that's too much for you, but wife. Sorry about that.
Okay, can I just say something?
Hold on,
though?
yeah. That's it.
More and more, the older I get, the more I feel like, and you guys will say I'm pushing my agenda.
We're all mad.
cane needs to be part of our society. Normalize caning people.
You know why? Do you know? Let me tell you why I think like this. Because
but do you know the issue? Do you know the issue? The issue is that nigga. No, the issue is that can't change. Like that person can't change. It's not a fixed person for the rest of your life. If you meet someone, the person you meet can become that person, and then you don't have to go out of your home.
Exactly. you tied that up very nicely because it's true. And I said one person, but in reality there's two. One of them is a Nigerian babe.
Why is that copying me?
But no. I just realized that when I said color knows, I want to just stay consistent with what I've said in the past.
I do know.
Yeah. So, but the way is the difference between how we live our lives and say other cultures is people could just go to college, meet each other in college. They have rich parents, obviously, so their parents bankroll everything. So literally they can just go straight out of college, buy a house, probably start living together, and like that's it. Like that's them for the rest of their life. They'll get married, they'll have kids. So if you have your eyes on someone that's from that kind of culture, you need to move fast and be ready at any time. That's why I said anytime she's ready for me, I can't take that risk because they marry fast and I don't want to be in this situation.
Okay, no, let me say something about this.
I'm not saying much. I'm not saying anything.
This guy gave the whole blueprint.
I'm studying.
This is even so funny. I literally tweeted this the other day. The reason why white people fall in love so fast and everything
because they can afford to. It's because they can afford to.
Even the poor ones, they don't have problems. White people don't have real problems. That's why they can go bungee jumping, all these risky things. They don't have real problems. People that have real problems, as for people that have to think about things twice, they don't do these things.
Do you know who else falls in love
about the fact that they're
do you know who else falls in love
and your battery's on 10%? You be rushing to do any stupid love. Basic
I'm telling you from
the
things I've heard. Like going to boarding school, being the only black girl, the way they'll be talking about certain things, they can go to a party this night. We've been in school with these people for years. They'll go to a party one night.
Gosh.
They see one boy and they come back and they've started saying they're in love, that they're going to jump off a cliff if the guy doesn't reply their message. And I'm like, how? Because
the whole family is in on it. The whole family
knows when you don't have problem, you can fall in love anyhow. When society is not built against you, you can fall in love anyhow. So that's why.
Do you know who else falls in love fast? Do you know who else falls in love fast? International students.
Bye.
Surprised I'm not in love right now. if not for my job,
I fell in love at gate D37.
I'm screaming.
I never even left the airport. I caught her at first sight.
This next question, lol. This next question is very funny.
Actually, niggas in prison too.
No, I will discuss that prison fee another day because that prison fee is a phenomenon that we actually need to discuss. That is crazy. Anyway, the next question is, why are you guys always fighting? This here, first of all, let me acknowledge the person that sent this in.
We don't like to give free promo. We don't like to give free promo. Please don't do that.
No.
Until we sort out our ad strategy and how we want to monetize, let's not give away free promo, please.
Hey, get the fuck out of
here. You guys need to start thinking like a business. Seriously.
As I was saying, the person that asked this, you're very silly.
But don't say names. Don't say names.
I was going to say your name because you don't care. What's the worst you can do? Call mommy. Like,
what's the worst you can do? Call mommy.
Do your worst.
Just
a hint about who you could be.
But so they said, why are we always fighting? I will answer this. The reason we always fight.
Leave it to the leader. The spearhead of
the ring leader of all the fights. In fact, somebody was causing all the fights.
Your fists are sore. You fight too hard.
I feel like maybe the person will answer.
Yeah, we should do that, Busala.
How can you lie like this? Hello,
y'all.
Hello,
I'm the most
you.
Unproblematic babe.
Hello, you. Would you come up here?
Somebody should pull this guy by his dagger.
I feel like even without saying it, the listeners will know who it is.
No.
who is capable of this?
I mean, no.
It's crazy because you guys haven't yet met our producer, but Jeff has been having some issues with.
There's no Jeff. Please, Jeff.
Is that your middle name?
I'm screaming. You guys are clowns.
So maybe that's why you guys thought that we weren't coming back. No, we're coming back with same as you guys have seen in popular culture. All podcasts fight, but they always come back together. So
no, but let me clarify some things. It's not like we're always fighting. We just have disagreements, and we're all strong-minded people. So when
And
you
we're
have
all very real with each
and
other.
we're all very
Exactly,
real.
we
and
keep it
don't
real.
Like we don't like so. But like when things irritate us, which they do frequently do with work
Okay,
load and
you're
stuff
right,
like
though.
that, we'll just call it out. And sometimes it can be rude, sometimes it's not, but it's all love really. But that's kind of why we fight.
Kola, why do you think we fight?
Jeff. This nigga said Jeff. Who the fuck?
I mean, no, Temi is right. Everyone's gonna have differences, so
Yeah,
it is
like
what it
we're
is.
4 different people at the end of the day.
No, we're 4 same people.
Man, every
You know
guy-
when people say some
every
things.
guy-
You know when people say some things, right?
Unique individual.
Just get out. Anyway, we have the last question.
Wait. Now, Busola, why do you think we fight?
Oh yeah.
No, I agree. Like we're actually like, contrary to popular belief, like we're actually friends.
Except Angela, we're a group of 3 friends and 1 colleague.
And it's like it's different, right? When they're like your co-workers, for example, like they piss you off, like you'll go home and like bitch about them to your family and then move on. But like because like we actually like each other, like we just bitch to each other instead and then fight and then we take it out.
Do you know what's funny?
And invariably, people take sides, and then things happen.
Do you know what's funny? Please don't bring our agenda. Do you know what's funny? It's actually only Angela that knew each one of us prior to the podcast.
Like we didn't really know ourselves. I can't. No,
And
I
Angela
know
rocks the most
Angela.
with everyone.
So him being
Common
the
denominator.
common denominator.
That's actually quite funny.
If there's a Venn diagram, please call out.
You are the
Angela
You're in the
cross
middle.
over.
Yeah.
But just let's actually turn this into something that's very useful for our listeners. Did they just got Chelsea? Why did you head like that?
No, Hakim just missed a
Oh, that's
sitter.
normal things. Let's make this a bit a bit useful for our listeners. So we'll give you guys actual tactical reasons to avoid fighting with your podcast co-hosts or people that you do things with, and that's not just friendship things. So to be very, very frank and clear, we had a longer conversation about this recently. And basically, long story short, let's start from the beginning. Before you start anything with your friends, make sure that it's very, very, and I'm not saying that these are my friends, but I'm just saying before you start anything with your friends,
My God.
I'm just saying make sure that there's very clear.
Remember that you made me the host. I can take it out.
Make sure there's very clear definition of what you want from them and how the relationship will be in context of whatever it is. So that's clear definition of tasks, clear definition of timelines, clear definition of commitment. So it's very important, similar to what we're saying about the telling someone you don't want kids. It's basically difficult conversations, having those upfront before you go into anything to avoid having tips that start to affect the non-work stuff you're doing together. That's the main thing. The second thing is being very upfront. It's hard to have people think it's easy to have difficult conversations with people that you talk to a lot, but trust is only easy if you're talking about rubbish. If you're actually talking about seriously, if you're actually talking about things that are close to home for people and that involve actual things that you're the right, especially when there are people that have very, like Timmy said, very different personalities and are all strong personalities, the right wording becomes so useful, even if you guys are guys, because then you know how strong personalities, people always talk about clash and stuff, that comes up and then you don't make any headway and then you end up just not talking, which makes it harder to come back from that later on. And then the third thing is just remembering why everything started when stuff happens, like being able to go back to relationship you had before that, grounding yourself in that makes it really easy to remember that really what you're arguing about is not what arguing about in the grand scheme of the relationship you have. and there's just a few
Yeah.
tactical things that
That way getting so emotional.
have helped us.
Like,
I just
niggas just
make it like
so,
actually really
like,
useful. Cause
are you
let's not pretend like we're fighting. We're fighting for a
fighting.
while. We took a break, and now we're back branching as like nothing ever happened. And those are some key steps that we took
Back
to get
with a
there.
GB.
So I just thought that I'd codify it, give a little framework for anyone that has similar issues. I was wondering how they can have a difficult conversation with someone that they started doing something with but had a prior relationship with.
I just want to say that, as always, I'm as the confrontational person here. I'm always the one bringing it up, because imagine that's what my nigga hate about me. But that's another conversation. Any small thing. So like, I just think that it's funny that. But anyway,
It's funny how when guys stop yarning or like they're vexed for each other, and then they're like, okay, we won't talk, and then out of nowhere, someone's like, it's just funny how.
Guilty.
No, I feel like that's a relationship view.
No, that's
Guilty.
In my
I hit
past
my man
relationship.
with that a couple times this week.
That was
Guilty.
yesterday. Please,
I
that
just
in the
think
past.
it's just like I just think it's funny that. Anyway, on to the last question we have,
Oh, we have
and it says the guy I'm seeing doesn't want to have sex 5 times a day. Is he crazy or am I?
I can't discuss something that I can never do and I've never done.
Yeah, I don't know anything about that.
Well,
student.
let me tell
I'm a
you what
student.
I have to say.
I'm a student.
Let me say
Don't
what I
whine
have
on
to
us.
say. All I have to say is, yeah,
What's that?
that's actually crazy. Anyway, I'm going to say my own, because you know me,
Please.
I don't lie about these
We
things.
don't care for.
No, basically, just I mean, if you've discussed with the person, like, yo, like, what's going on, like, why?
When someone says a day, does that mean every
like
day?
5 times in one day,
Every
Not
day,
that has
or
to be-
there
I
was
don't
just a
think it's
specific
every day.
day?
I feel
Because
like maybe
if it's every day, you need to go and find employment.
You're less busy.
You're less
doing
busy.
things.
You're less busy.
I'm less busy. That's why you're less busy.
You need to go on LinkedIn, connect with some recruiters.
Oh God,
You need to be
oh God,
doing
oh God.
things. Wake up
No.
early and start doing things.
Ah, God, no. But I feel like it's a situation where I'm just yarning off the dome. I feel like it's one of those situations where you actually have to discuss with the person, like, yo, what's going on? Like, are you not feeling this thing anymore?
Yeah, like
do you
what kind of
want?
conversation is that, bro?
No, because
So
I
sometimes
had that
you-
conversation.
Five
After a while,
5 times a day, like she fruit and veg.
Like she an apple a day,
No,
or 5 apples a day.
5 times a
5
day.
a day,
is
keep
not
them
bad.
away.
5 times a day is not bad now. After, let's say, one time, we go and chow, watch Netflix small, go back
You see,
again.
the running
Tell me,
trend
did
for
you
it.
ask this question?
Less busy. People that are working, do they have time to be watching Netflix during the day and cooking fresh food?
No, that's
Well,
a problem. Like that.
That's
I
well,
think-
to be
People
honest.
supposed to be expending their energy at work.
Wait, the person said, "Is he crazy or am I? You are crazy."
I don't think you're crazy.
You are crazy.
I feel like you need to find somebody. I feel like you need to find somebody that's on your level.
That you need to find somebody that's also crazy, basically. So
Yeah.
go and do that. Unemployed.
No,
Unemployed.
no, you guys
Yeah.
are. This is a listener, bro. Give them
Sorry,
some
dear.
respect.
We
Yeah,
love
no,
you.
I don't even like how you're talking to this
The
listener
people that we
because
love. We are
No, now
I
they
know
asked
personally-
that's an honest question, and what they came here for is honest answers.
I'm not gonna lie.
Respect your hustle, but
I'm
but
not gonna
we
lie
don't
because
partake.
Respect
this
your hustle,
question-
but go and find some more hustles. You're not hustling enough.
Okay, so this question came through Insta. So I saw the person that asked this question, and I just think it's so funny. But like, I feel like
Can I
yeah,
see
like,
too?
I know the person who sent the question because I asked it on Insta and they replied. So like, you know, when you do the ask the question thing on Insta, you can see who sent it. So I know who asked the question. I'm not
so
going
sorry.
to say who it is.
Wait,
But
was it on your
I
personal
must
page?
say, huh? What did you say? Sorry.
Was it on your personal page?
Yeah, I think it was on my personal page. So I know the person who asked.
Okay, I was about to log into Sweet Lamba Pod.
I will take matters into my own hands.
So like I understand.
Don't worry, we'll hack Semi's account.
No, but honestly, it's either you find someone that has as much time on their hands and is ready to do the deed as much as
time
wants
on
to
their
do
bed.
But just find someone that equally has the same, because for people, that type of activity is very important depending on type of relationship you have. Like for me, that's one of the most important things.
Let me ask you guys. Let me go around and ask you guys a question. Kola, what is one thing that you do 5 times a day?
How you gonna put niggas on the spot like this?
Okay, tell me, what is one thing you do 5 times a day? Or Busala,
Let me think.
what is one thing you do 5 times a day?
Check my phone.
No, that can't count, bro.
What?
Checking your phone.
Okay.
Check my
Maybe
email. Check my
Maybe I
email.
eat. 5
Okay.
times a
Check
day
your phone,
sometimes.
check your email.
Eat 5
Maybe
times a
eat.
day, really?
Because I don't have full meals. I eat like a mouse.
Hopefully, you're also jogging 5 times a day.
No, Busala be eating like the tiniest meals.
Yeah,
It's
GT,
just
that's
like, I have
Peloton
to
bike. She has a Peloton bike.
Oh, Peloton. Am I being?
It's on the bike.
Busala is a rich bitch.
Amen.
Look at the answers you guys gave. Things that involve minimal effort. 1, it was hard for you to even think about it. And 2, things that involve minimal effort.
I mean,
You know what it is
5 times 2, 10 seconds.
That activity can require minimal effort depending on where it's coming from.
Do you know what it takes to ask someone to do something 5 times a day? Like, do you know what it takes for anyone to do anything 5 times a day?
Even some Muslims I know don't pray 5 times a day.
It does.
Understand?
This is God.
And Allah is understanding.
Exactly.
Yeah, no, you guys
5? So,
I can-
because you're a nice person, and we love the question, and we appreciate you sending the question. Obviously, we were just bantering before, but the thing that you need to think about is that 5 times a day. People don't usually do things 5 times a day. So, if you're asking someone to do something 5 times a day, you might be asking for a little too much, and maybe just need to be a
reduce
little
it to,
bit
like,
more,
3.
a little bit more reasonable with
Or
what you're asking.
also, maybe you're just not being satisfied. So
And
you
maybe
require
they're not
several
even doing their
times.
job well. There's so many.
So
But would that help?
that could be a
Would that help?
Yeah, because
Bro, I
if you
think
do
there are
the
people
job
out.
right,
I think no.
if you do the job right, I'm gonna go
This-
back to bed.
So
Yeah,
if you go to a
but-
restaurant and they give you rubbish food, you go back there 7 times to make sure that you get the
That
full
together-
effect of the food.
No, now, but what if you like the ambience and the music? That's why people go to
Oh my
Arabesque. in
God.
Doing
Lagos.
something more times does not help you get
listen
satisfied.
To this. The food at Arabesque is terrible at night.
If,
But people go there because the vibe is nice and it's very pretty.
if you listen to a trash artist song and listen to 7 more, will you now start feeling them after that?
Yeah, it happens. Now.
That's fertilizer
Just
gang
one
now.
thing.
Fertilizer,
Angela
ignore me.
He just made it clear that.
No, but
it's,
I feel like
When you listen to Satisfy's first track, did you go and listen to 5 more to make sure you were feeling me?
don't bring your music into this because he's not.
yeah.
what
Every
we're talking
every other
about.
episode, this guy throws in a plug. I thought you said we
No,
need to
I
sort
don't
out
do
our
that
ads
now. I
for
don't do
this.
that now. He paid before I said that name.
Oh, for
Yeah,
that,
check.
for that, you're paying.
Cover that bus
for the bus price. You're covering bus price.
You guys are sick in the head. Maybe enter small chops before we lose time.
Okay, yeah.
All right, that's on me. This week we saw one of the legends of life, T-Pain, who had said that he felt very unappreciated by the industry, and it turns out my man just didn't know about the other folder in his DMs. And we had all types of people in there. We had people like Jamie Foxx, we had people like Medical, people like Juliet Ibrahim, people like Mayo Baby, so many people in there saying my idol, would love to do something with you. I'm tapping in LA. DJ Copy in there. Yeah, Copy in there trying to get a feature by offering Jollof, but T-Pain was having none of it.
On purpose because he saw the Jollof drama. The Zlatan drama.
Oh God! So you didn't want
It says Zlatan's my dog. I can't do that, Cubby. and that's just, I don't know how many people do you guys have in that request place that you know are legit people, not just spam, that you just either didn't know or just don't respond to?
There was a time that there was like so me, I just recently found out the other folder, like I think the end of last year. And like don't there's nothing cool here.
I cut cap for you after you and after that too. Now still you again.
There was a lot of spam, and I think I made like a screen recording of all the messages. There were guys that were proper like replying. There was one guy telling me to fly to Ukraine, that I'm so fine and I'm so hot, and I was like, oh my god, like
that was a kidnapping, bro.
But yeah,
kidnappers are up their game. They're increasing their marketing exposure.
Yeah, no, but it's just a lot of spam and people like I don't like and whatnot. So I guess. I mean, I saw one or two people I went to school with. I didn't realize I wasn't following that, but yeah, that's really just all.
But so Albert for you.
Yeah, like when it comes to tech, Koyemi, can't lie. So
you always move like a 35 guy.
Like I'm not.
Yeah,
It's crazy. Like,
yeah, holding a phone like in a Nigerian momsy with only your nose showing.
Seriously, like literally, I was like 15 and coding on Tumblr. Like I don't know where it went wrong. So like I need to get back on track. But
things are code.
Literally, I just don't know. So I see it, and then like, cause like first of all, do I even actually reply the actual DMs that I get? So that actual folder is just it's a minefield. No, honestly, it's too much. It's overwhelming.
People that have made it can do that. Me, I don't know who wants to give me money, so I reply all, please.
Bro, guy, you don't even reply, guy. Why you?
If I see it.
But you don't see.
Yeah, because I don't use Instagram, but Twitter. If you get me there, I must reply. My DMs are got to get in. But it's crazy because someone had an idea that T-Pain should turn meeting up with those people into a YouTube series. But I think just any series, that would be cool because he did a little video with Jamie Foxx, and I was just hyped about that. Like that would be crazy, like seeing T-Pain link up finally with Copy and what she has to say.
Wait, one thing I wanted to say. Wait, you guys, I totally forgot what I was going to say. I was literally about to say something and I forgot. Shit. Continue talking, y'all.
No worries. We can also move to let's move to TikTok. Now it's becoming so clear that if you can't catch one off of content, just go get a real catchy beat, do a real simple hook, and put that out and start TikTok, release your song on TikTok essentially. So
and don't even record the rest of the song, just the hook.
You don't even need to. Yeah, you can even loop it throughout.
Like they're gonna remix it anyway. So
exactly, and the way I view it is, I think people are giving Soulja Boy props and stuff, but for me, I just think it's lazy. Like it's cool that he caught one. I'm excited for him, but I don't like this new. It was cool when you made a song and it caught on TikTok, but now making a song specifically to catch on TikTok that is nothing, I think it's just kind of annoying because everyone's doing that music and it's becoming too much.
I don't like the way people have this narrative and say, oh, this is lazy, this is this. Bro, at the end of the day, the aim is to make money. If that's what's going to make you money at the time, you do it. It's as simple as that.
Thing though, what I'm gonna say about the whole Soulja Boy P is that he, unlike a lot of the other, some of the songs that have actually been like planted on Instagram, on TikTok, like Angela would say, a lot of those songs are
keep them on.
A lot of those songs are like whatever, like they get like maybe the influencers to like make dances to them, cool. But with that
to me, if you're about to say that you think that was not done for this, then please stop. Please.
It's different with this Soulja Boy song because he was the one promoting it on his ones. Nobody was doing anything to that song. He was, I live on TikTok. I don't do anything, but if I show you my hours on TikTok, it will be disgusting. At least like 4 hours a day. So I'm really talking from somebody that lives on that app. A lot of it is him doing it himself. Literally, his whole feed is him and that song. He's the only one that made
that's all well and good.
So it's also like that's kind of the era that he's the one that really started this thing going viral, the Soldier Boy's thing. He's the one that was putting his song on LimeWire under different people's songs. Guy, that year.
Yeah, but also what I saw yesterday.
If you're downloading Lady Gaga, you will just hear you.
That's true. But also yesterday, I found out that a ton of people are just finding out since he dropped the video that it's Soldier Boy's song. So you can't just say he was the one that made it pop on his own.
No, people
with
that
every song, let me tell you,
literally says his name in the beginning. That's all he says. He says Soldier, Draco. Like people that didn't know that.
The parts that catch on with people don't necessarily. The parts that catch on with people don't necessarily have to be the parts that you think are the catchiest parts. But even that, every song and everyone that has it. Do you agree that Soulja Boy has a team?
Yeah, I guess.
And a marketing team and a marketing budget. Everybody that has a team, even without a team that has a marketing budget, allocates across. So you might do ads on Instagram, you might do whatever. There's this micro influencer strategy that's really, really important for people dropping music right now. Everyone's doing it. So nobody's dropping music without paying TikTok, Instagram influencers to do whatever. So if you think that this is different, I'm sorry to inform you that it's not.
I get that, but another thing with TikTok is a lot of the sounds that people are making, you would think that is like the newest songs. Yeah, the newest songs get there, but the songs that really blow and like people are really doing the dances to on that app are songs that people mix together. Like a lot of No Hands. Why is No Hands blowing on TikTok right now? Song from when? 2009, 2010. Like it depends. Like I get what you're saying, and I do understand that those things do happen. But a lot of those songs that they actively try to over put in people's ears, and they plant in your own words.
Yeah, you can even see with their ski challenge P. Like that one, they're even over planting it too clearly. That's ski P.
Yeah, they are forcing because that challenge is just like
because you know enter, but they try for some. But it's too clear. When you can have Drake, Quavo, Memphis Depay, and it's still no enter.
They're playing with their friends now. The challenge is so mad. Now they're playing with their friends. Can their friends play?
Next you see Obama doing all paid
that
thing.
That song is so hard though. That song is so hard. Forget story. Anyway,
shout out Soulja for catching another. But man, I'm getting tired of y'all making music for TikTok, man. Lock in and make some real music. The thing about that you guys don't understand is I'm an artiste. So so if I actually want to go out to prove to you guys that this pay is actually not hard to do, and then I do it, you guys be like,
I know, Solstice, do it now. Don't come here and say you guys do. I want you to do it.
Yes,
please
do it, bro.
Go and make a TikTok song and go and let it go.
And that is when you take off completely.
Please, because we're actually tired. Honestly, we're tired.
Right, cool.
Instead of you, I've told you to do this thing. Instead of you to be tweeting different numbers, different letters,
I'm currently joining Solidarity with the Premier League on social media blackouts, but I'll be back. And when I'm back, I'll be doing that.
Yeah, I think you sent me a tweet this morning. Are you crazy, nigga?
No, that wasn't me. That wasn't me. That wasn't me.
Yeah, it was 3 hours ago. This is Solidarity.
I'm screaming.
Do you think they're not checking their DMs? They're just not tweeting.
I'm screaming. Anyway.
What did you guys think about DJ Khaled putting out a new one, executive produced by his two sons, the A&Rs on the project?
Yeah. Well, he has two sons. I thought it was just Asad.
No, he has another son now, and I think he also said that Allah was also an executive producer.
No, y'all got me fucked up. I just thought that was like a baby picture of Asad and another picture.
Oh yeah, they definitely gave birth to the same child twice. Like they look exactly.
Wait, you guys think you guys got me fucked up. Wait, when that baby give birth, chill.
No, he has two children.
That man has two children.
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking that. Anyway,
that's why Khalid, another one.
He really had another one.
What Angela saying? Khalid.
That's his name. You don't know.
Khalid.
His name is literally Khalid.
Sweet.
That's where another one comes from. That's his name.
Wait, are you lying?
I'm not whining you now, guys.
His surname is Khaled as well.
Guy, his name is
wow.
Khaled. Guy.
You
Yeah,
know,
it's true.
you learn every
He's-
day. I'm actually
He's
surprised.
better than Peter Simon, though.
I'm actually surprised. Wow, I didn't know
Two
that.
first
Okay.
names.
Anyway, what I was gonna say about DJ Khaled's album is that that guy did not involve anybody that has not been around since. Like that guy is not even hip to what's on ground. That guy just puts all his friends on the album.
And
Who would
it's
you
the
have loved to
same
see? Who would you
team.
have loved to see?
It's the
I
same
have an
team.
idea, but who would you have loved to see?
I mean,
What's
I don't
your
even
idea?
know. At least some TikTok guys now. You know that's the only
Is
music
John
I listen
Toliver on
to.
the album?
No.
Let's
I don't
not give free promo. Sorry, not who would you have liked to see. Let's move to the next
That
thing.
nigga's bigger than Kanye.
Also, I have something to say about the
Don't want to give him one extra stream, not even one.
the song about Cardi. The song with Cardi rather. I actually liked her rapping, but I feel like it shouldn't have been on a DJ Khaled album. It should have been like an interlude on one of her mixtapes or something. But she don't even have none of this. So yeah, that's all I have to say. But everything else is okay. Shout out to Beyonce for coming for 2 seconds to tell us, hey, we missed you so much, Mom. Like, I'm so happy you came to say hi to us. You know, we don't really deserve. Like, I knew you were busy with the kids. And
Who
you're
else
busy.
dropped the album this week? Because I want to see someone go number one and DJ Khaled be number two and he vexed again. Who did it last time? Angela, do you remember?
I can't remember when the last time DJ Khaled
Travis.
had a hit
It was
was
Travis. Are you sure it was Travis?
Yeah, it was Travis. They were having this. No, Tyler.
Yeah, I knew it wasn't Travis.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were having a serious beef.
Yeah, I think Moneybag is weak too. Imagine Moneybag is so weak over DJ Khaled. The guy will lose it, bro.
With
That
all
would
these
be so
features,
fair.
no, it will beat someone up.
Yeah, no. I feel like DJ Khaled's last banger was Wild Thugs.
No,
That's
now
all.
Popstar and Grace entered apparently, according to guys.
Oh, Grease. Oh, I actually really like Grease. I listen to Grease quite a bit. So yeah, Grease is mad. Apparently, Popstar is his most listened to song on fucking Spotify. That's so weird.
Oh wow.
Like that song doesn't even slap. And I love Drake, but that song doesn't slap. Anyway, on to the next, please.
Very, very interesting stuff going on in the land of BBLs. Cosmetic surgeon came out and said that he will not be doing this no more. He said, I, Mr. Cosmetic Surgeon, will no longer be doing this again because it's not safe. And this was trending. There were people talking about it. But I think it's very, very important that the people that are actually doing these procedures are coming out to really educate on the side that we don't hear about. They always hear about the successful one and someone turning themselves from not a body to a body, even though I think all women are bodies from the start, but turning themselves from not a body to a
have
body
to correct yourself.
in their own eyes. And you never see the people that turn themselves from not a body to dead. So I think it's important that we talk about this cosmetic surgeon and what he said. What do you guys think?
I feel like there's
Those of you on the podcast
influencer.
that have considered BBL, I'll start with you, Kola.
Anyway, I feel like there's this one UK influencer that talks about her experience with complications.
Renee.
Yeah, so I mean, now there's a few people.
So
coming out.
you're watching our videos to try and make your decision.
Yeah, these are like what
Oh
the
my
fuck
God.
is this, bro?
What is wrong with this? What is wrong with this guy, God?
No,
I
like
can
don't
show
know
you
if
guys
it's Instagram.
messages.
What is wrong with this guy? With Renee.
Stay on mute.
Oh my God, they muted this guy. I'm fucking screaming.
Now me mute myself. We're not going to push
You know
any
the funniest
agenda,
thing
please.
is Angela will go and speak into his microphone to talk shit on loudspeaker.
So how do you guys feel about that? Have you ever considered Temi or Busola?
Okay, yeah, let me speak on my mind because I'm in ACL, the land of BBLs. Everybody and their grandmother has a BBL. I'm making up statistics, but almost a lot of people have BBLs.
Ridiculous.
What I will say is that before I moved here, and like obviously on Instagram and you're watching all these babes and you're like, wow, sure I won't get a BBL. Like there are times I just be sitting down thinking like, sure I won't really just go and get this BBL. What's the worst that can happen type thing? But when you actually see these bodies off Instagram, you actually realize that they look nothing like what they look like on Instagram. So you will go through this procedure to then now see the body in real life and not have that body in real life. What's the point? Why are you and a lot of people die from this procedure. And like the aftercare as well, like you literally cannot sit down, you can't lie down for so long, you're literally bleeding out you have to have like a patch on you, you're bleeding. Like there's just so much that it's all fun and games when people are flying you out, but I feel like girls need to realize that these men will fly anybody out. They don't have.
That's Fox. But not being able to sit down is kind of nuts, bro. Imagine those times when they call you to the principal's office and the principal is vexing for you, and the principal says, "Have a seat," and you're like, "So no, I can't sit down.
Can't sit down. You have
I'll take the scolding standing up."
Like it's terrible. So
like when they tell you to kneel down, they say, "I prefer to stand up."
Guys, the babes that fly out. The babes that fly out, the babes that fly out, especially like girls that go to like Colombia and all these other represented Dominican places, when they're flying back, they have to have like special sitting because they cannot sit on their ass because it will be flat. It will look botched. And a lot of these things do look botched. Like look at K Michelle, she had to take out whatever she put in her because it was like
and also the fat migrates as well, and not all of the fat from the surgery survives. Like if you take fat out of one area in your body, you only know what the final result is going to look like maybe 2 or 3 months afterwards, because some of the fat will die. But then that's how you get people with like their bum looks like it has like dips inside, because some of the fat has actually just died.
So it's all fun and games.
The butt's looking like a corridor road. What's going on here?
Oh my
god. Oh god. But in moving it,
I say you're straight gallop.
No, honestly, moving to ATL is when I realized that like these bodies don't look as nice as they are on Insta. Like on Insta, you see the bodies, you're like, wow. In person, you're like, oh my god, why would you have done this to yourself?
I mean, even all these celebs, they do that shit, bro. Like their shit is botched, but they just edit pictures.
Yeah, like celebs is all.
Didn't you see why Chloe Kardashian was so rushing to remove that video or that photo from the internet?
Oh my god. Also, there was one babe that was on Twitter. She blew on Twitter because she was showing how people edit their videos as per you can edit. Yeah. I now know
that one of my friends showed me. God damn, bro.
No. Once I had to ask for a friend what the name of the app was. I was just looking. I wanted to see. I don't want to know what's really happening there. I said, wow, this was you guys are doing. But yeah, no. So like even videos are bought.
Yeah, and it's funny because they say stuff like, haters gonna say my shit is fake. This is a video. Auntie, we've seen the app.
Edited the fucking video.
You can't deceive us.
You call Clarence.
Bring out a fluorescent light.
I can never forgive that man for what he did to the Ye video.
Bring out a fluorescent. How many fluorescent lights do you need? Yes.
I can't shout. But yeah,
like, I have
that's
nothing
against BBLs.
I have nothing against plastic surgery. I have nothing against plastic surgery. Like, I want to be a plastic surgeon. I think it's amazing.
So now why did they study all this over time? My bars.
My grandpa,
10 years from now.
That will be our giveaway on this pod when we do our 10-year anniversary. Free BBL.
Free BBL for you. You get a BBL.
Yeah, that's how we explain.
Guy, I swear, guy.
My grandpa is he was a plastic surgeon. He's a professor of plastic surgery. So yeah, don't worry. I like plastic surgery. I ain't
so they give home plastic surgery homework. Wow.
So like,
imagine using someone's yash as homework.
No, guys, so I tweeted about people going to dental school or something to pay $5 for shit that they'll pay $1K something for. Like they're using you to teach students.
Yeah. Imagine you're around with those people that don't do anything on time and like to wait to the last minute before they do their homework.
God.
They'll just use your yash on the night before. No more sittings in your life.
Oh my God, mute this guy. Nah. Oh my God, I can't stand this guy. Wow.
I know that. Asking the guy what went wrong. It was a really busy week. I just started working on this last night, and I knew we had a deadline for today, so I just.
It's not fun. It's not fun to look at. Like, I mean, yeah, this is well. Everyone do what they want to, because me too.
Yeah,
I
but
can't
prayers up to anyone that's in a botch situation right now.
Yeah. Go and try and sign up for
Prayers
is
up
botched. I don't know if they
for
still have that show, but try and sign up for that. They'll get you fixed up real quick. You know what it is. Yeah.
Are you funding it? Go sign up real quick. You think they try out, nigga? Go on, sign up real quick.
Actually,
Sign up. Look for sign up sheet.
Not just sign up shit.
This is not a school orgo.
I hate you guys so much. I hate you
It's
guys.
not school. What did he say?
This is not a school organization.
So much.
Just fill out this Google form.
I actually genuinely dislike all
How
of
long
you.
ago did you have your procedure? When was the last time you sat down?
I hate all of you so much. I hate you guys so much. Like, I don't know how to tell you. I actually
Yeah, I'm chucked up.
oh God. Please move on before you guys.
Okay, we have the next day is actually a serious topic, so let's get this laugh out of our mind, bro.
I mean, we have to talk about one more now.
Oh, what's the last one?
Open relationships. How do you feel about that?
Oh, you want to go into that? Because I know that can get real long. Should we go into it?
Maybe. Tell me, how do you feel?
We can save that for next week.
Do it now. Yeah, leave it for another
Tell
day.
me how you feel.
Yeah, we
I
can
feel
save that
like
for next week so you guys can come prepped with your stories, because I know you guys have been in a bunch of them. / some of you said you are in some right now. So, but let's not get into that.
I feel like the guy is trying to
Yeah, we'll
talk
stop
to me,
muting you. Like,
and I don't like how he's
we
talking.
need to figure out your audience situation, because we can't give you that freedom, bro. Because you just talk a lot of shit. I'm gonna meet you right now.
Like, what the hell? What the hell? You see, they muted him.
I muted
Don't play like that. That's why I want to record every Saturday. I have all these things so pent up in me. So when we come every 2 weeks, I'm like, oh, it's just all over my body. And if it was,
You're not serious.
Did you take pre-workouts?
If it was more often, I'll be able to give you guys in short doses, small.
Oh God.
Right now, I'm so
Anyway.
choked up. I just have to bring it all out right now.
Oh
Yeah.
God. Anyway, please.
And this is
don't
not
say-
2 weeks, guys. I've recorded for like 6 weeks, so you know it's all in there.
It's literally not been 6
Yeah.
weeks, has it?
Yes, now we decided to break in
This guy said
March.
countdown. You don't get. This guy put countdown, bro.
Damn, I ain't even know all that. Okay,
Yeah,
I guess.
6 weeks, man.
Oh, yeah,
That's why they thought we
yeah,
left. Is this have you guys left? Is the port having hamstring injuries? 6 weeks.
I didn't realize it was that long. I honestly didn't realize it was that long. That's crazy.
Yeah, I thought it was 4 weeks. So can't lie.
Damn.
Yeah.
I guess. But yeah, oh yeah, Uncle Baba, tell us what you wanted to say.
So a very, very sad thing happened in the 6 weeks since we were last year. Actually, a lot of sad things, but this was really, really big. The loss of almost past iconic at this point, but DMX, crazy important artist to everyone who ever did hip hop first and foremost, but thought about doing hip hop, listened to hip hop, just
Yep.
lived life in general, because he was all about God, praying for people. You can definitely see God in DMX, and just the vulnerability is definitely a level of vulnerability that I strive to have in stuff that I'm making. But just as someone who expresses themselves, that was a level of vulnerability that was just really inspirational. So I don't know if you guys have really amazing memories of when you like heard something, or what certain songs meant to you, or what DMX himself meant to you. But that's like my quick spiel. And it was just a really sad time. I was walking that Friday night. I saw someone doing a mural painting, spray painting of DMX, and I literally stood there Friday night from 7 p.m. till 11:30 p.m. watching paint the whole thing. Like, it was just a moment, just seeing everyone come around that and someone just doing that. It was really crazy. And so I think that's just basically what I wanted to say. Was hugely impactful and definitely still lives on. But I want to toss it to you guys.
I feel like the last conversation we had, we spoke about DMX being sick.
I mean,
maybe not on this podcast, but I think in chat.
Was it chat? I thought it was a podcast.
I mean, but it went on for a while, so it was in the hospital
yeah.
for a while.
So yeah, I feel like if we had just heard, that just came to my mind. Yeah, it's really sad, the DMX thing. He was really influential. Yeah, it was really sad, especially for me, because like I used to listen to DMX with my dad, and it was just deep. So I was just like, wow, like he's really gone. But it's amazing to see how so many people were touched by this man. Like every day, there was just a new story of one person randomly saying, oh yeah, that I met him here and he did XYZ. He gave me people. There was one time he was in London, he gave one guy one plane like this, just gave him the plane and was like, yeah, I like your toys, bought the toy for him. Like how he just would constantly, like, he was big and like he was still humble. He was so big. He was yet still so humble with everything. And it's so sad how like he was brought into like drug addiction or like the use of drugs, like how it was someone older than him that he trusted that, gave him crack at like 14 and like, or laced whatever he was smoking with crack and just introduced it. And like, it just shows that like, even, I don't know how to say what it shows, but like, I just think that it was a beautiful thing how everyone came together for him and everyone had something nice to say. And it's one of those things where like he was vulnerable, but he was really still that nigga. Like him being that vulnerable and everything didn't hide away the fact that that man can fully rack. Like guys were still fearing him. Like if that guy needed to fight, he could fight type P. So I just think it was really sad, but like it's also really beautiful what he left behind. Just makes you think like what impact you are making as a person. Like what are you really doing? Like,
so it's been said, don't these people not your friends. So someone that as big as that, having still the same issues that we all have, just remember that really people around you don't necessarily have your best interest at heart, and you need to be just super deliberate about your circle and people that because at some point everybody's gonna go, and that's what you leave behind, and everything that you leave behind is in their control. So one, making sure your affairs are always in order, but two, just make sure that the people around your affairs are also in order.
And I also it's a testament. One thing, I mean, I've loved DMX since I was, even when I really shouldn't have. My mom had
just
a big
his voice
with the way I was rapping his music at like the age of 4. Like it was entirely inappropriate, but there was nothing they could do because it was what I liked. So, and I feel like his entire life is, I mean, I'm a Christian, and I mean, I'm not a perfect Christian. I don't think anyone is, but his life is just a testament to the fact that like sometimes it's not about posturing. It's never about posturing. I feel like his life is just an example of someone who just really loved God, someone who struggled and still loved God anyway, and still felt loved by God through everything, and still sought God in everything he did, and tried to share the gifts that he was given, the things he knew how to do, and shared everything he had with other people. I mean, he's one of the curators of hip hop, period. And I feel like, just like Timmy said, it's one thing, like I feel like we throw around the word legend so easily these days. Like someone writes one hit and it's like, oh, it's got, but DMX was a legend. He was.
1998 is a year that we probably will struggle to see again. Those 2 albums as your debut.
His run it hasn't been recreated ever since, and I don't know who it's going to be recreated by. And I just feel like one thing I'm just really pleased with, I remember someone said this, in an interview, he said, if he was to go, he feels like he's lived. And I feel like he did. He had the heights of, like, he'd had the highs of his career and he had the absolute lows. But I feel like before he went, he knew how much the culture appreciated him. So
that Versus in July is so happy it happened with him and Snoop, because that was perfect. Similar cultural impact, really got his flowers while he was here. And the
Yeah.
other thing is the album that he was talking about on Drink Champs coming. Another one of our podcast colleagues. I think that was really, really exciting because it means that we probably have some new DMX music to look forward to. I'm tapping in with some of the younger artists, and that's very exciting to look forward to.
Yeah, I think he signed right before
Exactly.
everything happened.
Yep.
He was trying to drop an album, so we'll probably hear music from him.
Yeah.
But RIP to the legend.
RIP though.
Is there anything you want to say, call out? You good?
No, you guys pretty much touching everything. So just
all right,
all
perfect. Great. So well, with these few points of ours, we've been able to convince you and not to confuse you.
Wait, hold up. I have one quick PSA
Yes,
for you.
Oh my god,
For
so
you,
excited
Twitter.
for this.
Oh my god.
We've waited 6 weeks. 6 whole weeks.
For all y'all Twitter hoes that claim that you love Damson Idris, I just want to tell you something. Let me tell you something. Every man I have dealt with, every single man has not necessarily look like him as fine, but have similar features as Damson. Tall, dark. Those are two things I don't play.
That's my
tall
specification.
and dark. I don't play with those requirements. You girls, though, let me tell you something about you girls. You be on the tier on some.
Let me tell you something about you girls.
Tall, dark, yeah. But we go and see your man, and he's not tall and he's not dark.
He likes it.
So my PSA is to tell y'all to fall the fuck back. Y'all are fake loving this man. I love this man. Through all the rubbish he says on the internet and how raz and cringe he can be. I was the one that was there. I was there when he was making skits. I was there in love, in awe, because I thought he was so
Well, you
fine.
did when I did.
Patient of day, I was there.
So I'm telling y'all hoes to back the fuck up and leave my man alone.
Now me convinced I'm still enjoying Instagram. I was there since the early days.
Oh
That's how you guys
all
will
I
have access to
say.
him.
That's all I have to say. Leave him, oh. Leave him, oh. I've said my own.
Last one is
To be forewarned is to
Last
be
one.
foreharmed before they harm you.
The next time is not mouth. I'll you tell you.
Oh my
It's not
Jegba.
mouth.
Oh my
Oh my
Jegba.
God, that means-
well.
Let's
Let's do a final section of what you're listening to right now.
No time for that. We'll save next week.
Yeah,
we'll
what the
we'll
fuck?
come back next week with
I'm gonna cut you
Who
off
Needs
like
Kane
that.
and what you're listening to.
Mute that nigga right now.
We're
Right
doing
now.
a final section of what are you listening to today. I've decided to mute Angela because he doesn't deserve a place on the pod. So we'll start with you, Tammy.
I mean, I'm currently listening to TikTok songs because that's all I'm on. So like, but there's this one that they said R.I.P. that pussy. Yeah, that's the song I'm listening to. That's just
I've
one.
been seeing those lyrics. What song is that?
I don't even know the name of the song. It's just guys, that song doesn't have a name. It's because like guys just hear it's like I'm getting
fucking
lit
dead.
tonight. R.I.P. that pussy. Hey, nobody knows who sang the song, but yeah, we lit. Yeah, that's all I'm listening to.
I'm listening to Black Coffee's new album, which is amazing. It's called Subconsciously, and my favorite song at the
I
moment.
feel like that
it's
dropped
not
a while ago. Or am I bugging?
kind of
Sorry,
this year though.
Billboard. I mean, what they used to? Is it charts? Which
Billboard.
one did they know? Billboard. Sorry, Billboard. You didn't know.
I'm listening to that, and my favorite song at the moment is the album dropped in February, but my favorite song of the moment, which is also not a new song, is just back on my route, and I forgot how amazing this song was. It's Delma by Ozuna, Sia, and Doja Cat. An unlikely collaboration, but like I don't get how the song like hasn't
Sounds so good.
dominated.
That's a nice song. That is a nice
Yeah.
song.
It's amazing. I don't know how it hasn't dominated the airwaves yet, but yeah, lit song. Also, I also have a PSA as well. Since you guys all love the podcast, I'm accepting gratitude in forms of sushi. I'll drop my PO box somehow so you guys can find it on the page, and I'll send you the restaurant I like. I feel like we should give people their flowers while they're here. So So
These people, they are sushi while they are here.
I need my sushi. I need it.
Ask and you shall receive. I like that.
Yeah,
I'm a
love
fan
it.
of that. I'm a fan of that. Kola, what do you have to say?
I've been listening to more recently. I've listened to Black Bones album, and I was listening to.
Oh, this free promo. Oh my god!
You're lucky
unmute him,
I was
abeg.
far from the mute button. I allowed you to get your 2 cents in, but I was listening to Black Bones album. It's a decent album, I think. It's not as good as EP. And I was listening to Perry's album before that, which is also a decent album. But that's pretty much it. I know Source's fans has been listening to himself, so I'm not gonna ask him. So that's it for today.
That is it for today. So we hope with these few points we've been able to convince you and not to convince you. Oh, sorry.
Convince
We've been
you
able
and
to
not to
convince you and not to confuse you that whether you're talking to your friends, giving your opinion, speaking on socials, selling dreams, you're just making sure that it's a what is a sweet lamba. Good night. Thank you very much.